So I get asked a question a lot that should I imagine this or should I do that? All about like, is this desire possible or not? And I was recently contemplating on this idea, and something came to my mind, which is that when you truly imagine something that you truly want, like truly desire, this is why the concept of burning desire is often discussed by New Thought authors like Napoleon Hill and even Neville Goddard. Burning desire is something you can't get rid of, and it is really something that you truly want. So basically, when you imagine something you truly want, you will feel bliss and you will feel ecstatic while doing it, and that is a sign that this is a burning desire. So you won't be contemplating that do I want this or not. It will be clear to you, it's a burning desire. But does it mean that you can only manifest burning desires and not others? No, it doesn't mean that. And something came to my mind from this contemplation, that Jesus said that you will not enter the kingdom of heaven unless you become like children. And what are children? Children are pure, innocent imagination without anything hidden behind, in the mind, without any concession to their desire. They want to be superhero, they will imagine it. They will grab a rock and turn it into Superman and imagine it, and they will be absolutely immersed in it, and they will feel ecstasy from the act. While we, the grown-up so-called, we make concessions to our desire, we add logic to it. You cannot bring logic into the teachings of Neville Goddard or anything metaphysical, because logic is the tool of this realm, the physical realm. It has no business in the imaginative world, because imagination by definition is illogical. There are no rules there, there are no boundaries there. This is why Neville Goddard equated imagination to your own wonderful human imagination is God. So whenever you imagine, do not bring logic into your scene. Do not bring reason. Do not even bring personality, this personality. All your past stories, your aspirations, what you call yourself, who you think you are worthy, how much you think you are worthy of. Let go of all that and imagine from the pure state of I am, which is unconditioned state of being. That I am, when we say I am, we are saying that I exist without anything else attached to it. And that is what Neville Goddard even calls God, the unconditioned awareness of being. So when you imagine, if you can imagine something without attaching any meaning, any story behind it, any concessions, or should I get this or should I not, will it come, will it not, is it too much that I'm asking for? Again, to imagination and God, logic does not apply. So asking these questions is pointless. Those are the questions of the logic and your story and your ego. There are a lot of bugs. Summer has come, welcome. The bugs are telling me welcome to the summer. But basically, if you will imagine without concession, without ego, without just from the pure blissful state of I am, you will feel ecstasy and bliss automatically, and you will find pleasure in your imagination. And then you will stop asking questions, should I get this or not, because the experience is good enough. Neville Goddard says that the experience is sometimes better than the real manifestation, and I have witnessed it in my personal life. Wanting something and that imagination that we make in our mind that how good is going to be, it's never really that good. The fulfillment in this world, of course, it's great, but the anticipation is more enjoyable. And so the imaginal act in itself is the real act in the higher dimension. It's literally, you are literally doing it. When you can add sensory vividness to it, when you can add tones of reality, as Neville Goddard. They are not necessary, but when you do it, it's very enjoyable because it's like the real thing. This is why Neville Goddard often said that when you will come back out of the imaginal act, you will feel shocked. When you've really done it, when you will come out of it, you will feel shocked, like, because you will feel like you have been pulled from some other world to this world, from within your fulfilled act to this world, the physical world, and you will feel shocked. And there are reasons behind it, because it is literally real, because that's the dream world, the astral world. When we still our body and imagine something, like Neville teaches, not the daydreaming or fantasy of the day, no. When we still our body, we can leave our body and we are literally there in the higher dimension, the fourth dimension. Neville Goddard talked about the idea of fourth dimension and the fourth dimensional thinking, which is nothing but the higher dimension of no time, where everything exists right now. And we are formless beings, we are not this body, we can leave it. Our dreams, night dreams are a great example. So when you really do it, you are literally there. That's why you feel shocked, because you shock your time sense that I was there, I'm in the fulfillment, and now I'm here, what is going on? That's the elite level of brainwashing or self-persuasion. But that's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary. What is, though, what I believe is essential, not necessary still, is to enjoy the imaginal act without any, the less attachment that you take into imagination, the better. Of course, ideally, you shouldn't take anything with you. Like, oh, my name is this, or I am this old, should I want a partner? I am too old. Like, no. You remove this age stuff, or this, I'm too old, or this or that, or you remove the, oh, I have no skill, how can I make so much money? You remove all that and you walk into your imagination like a portal where the portal kind of kills everything that you thought you were and turns you into a complete blob of light. Your light body is left, your state of being, your I amness. This is why this is precisely the reason why Neville Goddard was so much into the idea that you should get into a sleepy state. What is this sleepy state? This sleepy state is just a state where your body falls asleep, your mind is awake, and your ego kind of goes into a sleep mode. So basically you get into the perfect state of I am, thus just the state of being, just exist. In that state you are, when you imagine something, your light body or spirit, whatever you want to call it, the inner man is literally doing the act. You are there and it's real. And when you do it with this sleepy state, there will be very little to no resistance. This is when Neville Goddard was teaching the state akin to sleep, and he put so much emphasis on this alpha brainwave state, this half awake, half asleep state. And the reason is very simple because in our waking time we bring too much baggage from our beliefs, our logic, our reasoning and everything, and we don't feel blissful, and we try hard to imagine and it feels horrible because of our limiting beliefs triggering and telling us it won't happen. And so it's a mess, and then people get turned away from imagination or state akin to sleep or law of assumption altogether. They call it the toxic positive thinking, or the brainwash people or whatever. But when you truly want something, actually you don't really have to truly want something, but burning desire helps because you can't get rid of it. And when you really satisfy your burning desire in your imagination without any baggage, like a child, again, as Jesus said that unless you be like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. So when you enter into your imaginal act like a child, and play, pretend to such a degree where it's no longer pretending, you're in there, then you will feel blissful, you will feel ecstatic, and you will feel fulfilled. And that's the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And the more sensory vividness, the more tones of reality you add to it, the more real it becomes, and at some point it's real. And so that act will satisfy you. Neville Goddard equates it to the sexual act of man, that once you've satisfied it, you kind of die. The desire kind of dies, the hunger kind of finishes, and then you no longer desire it. So you will feel it that it's done. So the act is already done. So you don't even, it becomes natural to you to not want it anymore. And then it comes naturally into this world, and you're not really surprised. Of course you are satisfied, you are joyous that it comes, but you're not really surprised. This is why I said that sometimes the imaginative act is more exciting than the actual real fulfillment in this world. And so I guess the key points from this video are that unless you be like children, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. And do not bring anything into your imaginal act. Practice the I am state and go into the imaginal act as though you were just born, or you are brand new, or you have nothing. Basically you have no past, present, future, nothing, no name. You just are. You are the I am of God, and from there you can imagine, and you will, I can guarantee you, you will feel bliss, and you would want to imagine it, and it will be more joyous experience, and the success rate will be definitely much greater than trying to force it. So this is it for this video. Until next time, bye.